Hi, welcome back to the channel. I often ask myself, if I could have one amp that could do it all, what would it be? And I try to look around and see which amp I can find to suit my style or different style I like to do. And I can't really find anything that attract me as much as the Marshall JVM410h. That amp, I have it since its introduction, and I modded it a little bit, not much, changed the tubes. That's pretty much all I did to it, and that enabled me to do some really modern style, and the amp is reacting completely different than when I was using the EL34. And those tubes are the KT77. The KT77 really changed the character of the amp. It gave a more aggressive sound and a tighter bottom end. Also, I've done some experimentation with the master volume. If you crank up the master volumes all the way up and use the channel volume starting at 0 and crank up as you need it, your sound is more dynamic compared to use your channel volume and then raise your master. It makes a huge difference. Once you raise your master volume past 5, that's when you start feeling the dynamic change. Try it out, you'll see. I know I'm probably gonna get some heat for this because there's some great amps out there. But if you have a Marshall JVM and you don't want to sell it for something else, or you can't afford something else, or you want to spend your money on other gears other than amps, since you already have a great one, the Marshall can be great. I've almost gave up on it, and until I changed the tubes and raise up the master volume all the way up, that's when things start to change, and I really like it. Sure, I'm looking at other amps, but why would I buy another one since I can do pretty much everything I need? And surprisingly, it gets the job done with the right guitar and the right speakers. I'm using Celestion V30s on everything, and for my style it's working for me. So before you go and change your power tube for the KT77, make sure you know what you're doing, because you can't get electrocuted if you don't know what you're really doing, and you need to bias those tubes. So you need, in the JVM it's not really easy access to bias the amp, because you have to remove the amp from the cabinet, which is not really fun to do. So take it to a technician if you're unsure how to do it, or make your research before you try. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like my videos.